Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Yes, so report has it that Ebony was on her knee over the weekend begging Ōmó Õye, royal children, for mercy to intervene to beg Ooni of Ife over her immunity removal. You know that today is 28. That immunity removal is supposed to have started today. Up until now, we don't know what is happening, but we do know that over the weekends there was so much wahala in the palace, basbos, cry, tears, everybody begging and begging and begging, and their focus was Ebony. Ebony should not be disgraced that way. She deserves better. She has been able to learn her lesson. She's not going to go that trajectory again. Everything was going to be okay. They have been begging, and they say one of those persons that went to go and beg the people they call Ōmó Õye in Ile-Ife was Ebony. She was kneeling down before them, begging them to intervene. So right now, before we go on, I want to tell you who the Ōmó Õyes of Ile-Ife, are, okay? Now, it is said that in Yoruba tradition, Ōmó Õye refers to royal children or direct descendant of a reigning or past king. The term translates to children or child of a titled person or child of royalty. These individuals are born into royal families and carry both status and responsibility. Okay? Now, the Ōmó Õye are extremely significant and influential figures in the socio-political and spiritual structure of the kingdom, that is of Ile-Ife. Ōmó Õye are biological children of a king, Oba, or a prince or princess from the royal, bloodline. In Ile-Ife, they are often children of the Ooni of Ife, all from the ruling Gise, Lafogiri, Osinkola, or Ogburu royal houses, okay? Princes and princesses, even if they are not direct children of a reigning monarch, they are born into a royal lineage, making them eligible for titles, influence, and sometimes succession, okay? Some Ōmó Õye can aspire to become a future Oba, though not all are interested or qualified. In Ile-Ife, only those from the Gise ruling house currently qualified to be Oni, based on, rotational royalship, okay? Now, their rule, you see this Ōmó Õye, Ebony, before she became queen, she was an Ōmó Õye, okay? They grow up immersed in tradition, learning about, palace custom, rituals, taboos, and history. They are trained to represent the royal family with dignity. Now, let's talk about council of participation. Ōmó Õyes are influential, okay, especially those who are older or titled, may be part of palace councils or special committee involved in decision making. So I'm just trying to get you guys to understand who these people are. When it comes to political influence, some become very powerful political figures or advisors. In many cases, they act behind the scene, power brokers, especially if closely connected to the reigning Oni or influential chief. Now, conflict resolvers. When dispute arise, especially among palace wives or between chiefs and Ōmó Õye, may be called to mediate, especially if their word carries weight within the family. They are very, very strong. In Yoruba belief, royal blood is spiritually potent. The ancestors are believed to protect and guide Ōmó Õyes, and they carry blessings or curses tied to the throne. Now, when we talk about protection by elders and chiefs, many elders and chiefs in Ile-Ife will not go against an Ōmó Õye, especially if the child is known to be humble, wise, and respectful of the custom. Now, we talk about a symbol of continuity. They are seen as the future of the dynasty. Harming or dishonoring an Ōmó Õye is considered a grave offense to the crown and can lead to spiritual or societal backlash. It's a whole lot with the Ōmó Õyes, okay? So now, what you call Ōmó Õye in Ile-Ife is a very big, what we like call association of children that are born into the royal lineage. Okay, very, very big association of these children born into the royal lineage. They are big. They command respect and all of that. So with everything that has happened, with Ebony begging for Ooni of Ife to temper justice with mercy, apparently they advised her to go to the Ōmó Õyes, where she used to be a member or still a member. And now the Ōmó Õyes are to meet with the Ooni of Ife and speak to the Ooni of Ife, or where to meet with the Ooni of Ife and speak to the Ooni of Ife, because their words have power. And Ooni of Ife is obligated to, give consideration to their own input or, counsel as well. They have Ōmó Õyes who are like 70 years. They have Ōmó Õyes who are 90 years right there in the palace, okay? Ōmó Õyes who are even close to 100 living inside the palace of the Ooni of Ife. They have Ōmó Õyes who are 50, who are 40s. Just as we give birth to children, they share different ages, okay? That's how you have Ōmó Õye. From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, you get to even 100 years for those who are still living. So that their organization is very powerful. So they now ask Ebony when to go and kneel down before them over the weekends, begging them to intervene. Now, the reason is that usually, because of the fact that Ebony is part of the Ōmó Õye, they are supposed to have intervened a long time ago. But because of the circumstances of the offense and all of that, there's something that somebody will do. Even yourself, you go there tired to go beg for the person. And so they have been quiet the entire time. So Ebony went to go and meet them. How can you be quiet? I am your own. I am one of your own. Why would you be quiet when something like this is about to befall your own? Why are you keeping quiet? Why? You need to stand up. You need to say something. You need to help me. And she was crying. Now, she told them she is sorry about everything that has transpired. She is now agreeing that she was misled as well. Remember, about 9 months ago, Blah said she was misled and she repented. She said she will never be a part of anything that will bring disrepute to the husband, that she has refused. Like, if Naomi wants to carry the biggest crown in the world, and that is what makes Kabiyesi happy, she is going to support Kabiyesi because Kabiyesi is her husband. Yes, so that was what she said about 9 months ago, that she was misled. They said, Blah said that shortly after she came back from the UK and, found out that, the uncles that she used to work for are not even on her side, that they would do anything to remove her and replace her with another of their daughters. They said Ebony begged and the family begged. That Ebony's shame is their shame. They cannot be quiet when something this, terrible is about to befall their own. That is Ebony. The family begged. They said the mother, the sisters, everyone was begging. That, they just kept quiet because, Ebony comes from a very large family and they are also very influential. They are big. They are wealthy. And a lot of these Ōmó Õye, they just keep quiet because they don't want to be caught in between or in the middle. They just decided that they would want to watch and see how this plays out. But from the very beginning, they never ever believed that this was going to happen to Ebony. They never believed that Ooni of Ife would be able to carry this to the end. But right now, they are seeing that this is something that is very serious, that Kabiyesi is still holding on, that immunity must be removed. And that is the reason why, Ebony's family had to run to them for them to intervene. Now, if this information is correct, this is exactly what is going on. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumoured, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.